Gentlemen, I have summoned you here for one purpose. Each of you will study the market as only you know how. You will cast a verdict. The majority rules. And that verdict will be our trade.
What if you can pull the greatest traders ever lived out of the history books, sit them around one table, show them the exact same chart, and make them give you a single answer: buy, sell, or stay out? I actually built that. It's real, it's free, and by the end of this video, it's gonna send signals straight to your phone. Let me show you. Okay, real talk. How much time have you wasted watching a 22-year-old in a rented Lambo telling you about smart money and algorithm? A guy who's never survived a single real drawdown in his life. Be honest, we've all done it. Here's the thing nobody says out loud. The people who actually crack this game aren't on TikTok. They're dead. Wyckoff, Gann, Livermore, these guys wrote the literal rulebook. The stuff everyone repackaging and selling you in a course at $500 a month. So I thought instead of learning the watered down version from a hype account, what if I could get the original? Not their codes, them. Reading my charts, arguing it out, and handing me one answer. That's what this is. It's called LTC, the Trading Legend Council, and it's completely free. Let me introduce you to the council. So the council is 10 traders. Each one is a real legend, rebuilt as its own little AI brain, and every single one trades in a completely different way. That's the whole point. Here's who's in the room.
You've got Wyckoff, supply and demand, following the big money. Dow, the godfather of trend. Livermore, pure tape reading, pivotal points. Elliott with his wave counts. Gann with his time and price geometry. DeMark, who's looking for the exact moment a move runs out of gas. Wilder, the guy who literally invented the RSI. Ichimoku, Weinstein's stage analysis, and O'Neill for breakouts on volume.
Trend guys, reversal guys, momentum guys, structure guys, 10 totally different lenses on the same candle. And here's the part I love. When you ask a council a question, all 10 of them looked at the chart separately. Blind. None of them can see what the other says. No groupthink. No one copying the loudest voice in the room. Then there is an 11th seat. The chairman. He collects all 10 votes and gives you one verdict. Long, short, and this is the important one. No trade. Sit on your hands. Look at this. Entry, stop, target, even how big to size it. And notice when the legends disagree too much, it just tells you to stay out. It designs to not trade roughly a third of the time, which is if you are trading more than a week, you know it can save your account. Okay, you want it? Let me show you how to get it running. And I promise you don't need to know how to code at all. So the only thing you need first is an AI coding assistant. Something that lives on your computer and can actually do stuff for you, not just chat. I'm gonna use Claude Code, which is honestly the best one out there. I'm not gonna cover installing it here because I already made a whole separate video on it. And actually I made one on Google Anti-Gravity too. Quick word on which to pick. Claude Code is the best, but it's a paid platform. Anti-Gravity gives you free credits to start. So if you just wanna get a feel for all of these without paying anything, go grab Anti-Gravity. Either one runs TLC exactly the same. Both links are in the description and right up on the screen. I open up my editor. This is just VS Code with Claude built into it. And I grabbed the link to the TLC project. It's free, it's public, and the link's in the description. And I literally just tell it, hey, grab this project for me and set it up. That's it. That's the technical part. It downloads everything and installs what I need while I sit here and drink my coffee. Now here's the cool part. The second it's ready, it doesn't jump a wall of settings on you. It just starts asking you questions, like a setup wizard. First it asks you where you want your chart data from. There is TradingView, there is MT5, and there is both. And that's the one I'm telling you to pick. Just choose both. And here's why. TradingView works with stocks, crypto, and Forex, and all it needs is a free key from a site called TV Remix. That's it. One key. Only thing is, that key runs through a third-party service that's still in beta. It's free right now, but down the line, they could start charging for it. On the other hand, MT5 pulls data straight from your own Forex broker through a little bridge called MBT, which I built exactly for this purpose. And of course it's free. There is no third party in the middle and nobody who can flip a switch and start charging you later. And here's the good news. You don't need to install it. It installs itself. The AI sets the whole thing up for you automatically. But you might say I don't have an MT5 account. Well, doesn't matter. You open a free demo account at literally any forex broker. Takes only 2 minutes. Download MT5, log in, and you're good to go. You never have to fund it. It's just there to feed charts. So that's why you pick both. TradingView for stocks and crypto, MBT for your forex broker. By the way, you can use MBT for stocks and crypto as well, depending on your broker and the trading assets it provides. Anyway, for TradingView, you bring one free key. MBT installs itself. And again, I'm not doing anything. It grabs MBT and install it. Then it asks if you want alerts on your phone. We'll set that up in a second. And that's basically it. The other half is that free TradingView key. So let's grab it real quick. You head over to the TV Remix website, link in the description, and you sign up with your email. Once you're in, you create a key. It just asks you to give it a name, call it whatever you want. Literally doesn't matter. It's just a label. And then hit create, and it gives you the key. Copy it. When it's time to drop that key in, you can open the file yourself. It's called .env. This is the file that our credentials are there. And the Claude chat doesn't have access to it. So anyway, you paste your key, save the file, tell it done. And it runs a quick test to make sure everything talking to each other. Green light, we are live. That whole thing 5 minutes. No code. I never opened the terminal. I never typed a command. I just answered questions like a normal person. Okay, so now the fun part. What can you actually do with 10 dead legends in your computer? Well, 8 did. DeMark and Weinstein are still very much alive. Number 1, the full council. I just say convene your USD and boom, all 10 go to work, blind. And the chairman hands me one verdict. This is your should I take this trade or not button. But say I don't want the whole room. Say I just want to know how Wyckoff sees gold right now. I just ask, how does Wyckoff see gold? And he answers in his own voice, his own logic. This is honestly the best free TA education I've ever found. You're not reading a 400-page book. You're watching Wyckoff break down a live chart in plain English. Do that 10 times and you've basically gone to trading school for free. Number 3. You're not stuck with my 10. You can kick people off, add people, or build a whole new council from scratch. Like make me a council of just the reversal traders. Done. But this is the one that broke my brain a little. You can describe your own strategy in plain English and it turns you into a legend that sits on the council. Watch. I just say, I buy when price sweeps the previous day's low and then reclaim it. My stop goes under the sweep. Target is the previous day's high. That's it. That's how I'd explain it to a friend. And now my strategy votes right alongside Wyckoff and Gann. It even pressure tested first to make sure it's actually a real rule-based setup and not vibes. Alright, up to now everything's been me asking. Let me show you how to make it work while you're asleep. Setting it up is 2 minutes. Inside Telegram, here's a thing called Bot Fodder. It's the official Telegram bot that makes you a bot. Search for it. And when the results come up, pick the one that says over 8 million monthly users. There are fakes with similar names. Those are scams. Just look for the number. You message it, then create a new bot. Do what I'm doing right now. Give your bot a name and then a username. It has to end with bot. And it spits out a token, basically a password for your personal alert bot. Copy that, drop it into that same private file from earlier, the .env file. Never in the chat, same as before. Now the second thing you need is your chat ID. That's just a number that tells the bot which conversation to send the alerts to. Here's how you get it. First, go find your new bot in Telegram and send it any message. Just say hi, doesn't matter. Then take the token you just saved and open this link in your browser. You can find the link in your .env file. Replace the word token with your actual token from the file. It looks like this. You'll see a page of JSON. Don't panic, just look for the part that says chat and then ID. That number's your chat ID. Copy it and drop it into the file right under the token. If the page comes back empty, no worries. Just go back to Telegram, send your bot another message, then refresh the link. It'll show up. Now the part that makes it run on its own. I just tell it, scan your USD every hour and alert me. That's the schedule. A cron job. Doesn't matter what you call it. All it means is every hour on its own, the full council meets, votes, and if there is a real trade, it pings my phone. If the council says sit out, it stays quiet. It won't spam you, only pings when it matters and when there is a trade. One more thing here, if you want this running 24/7, your laptop has to be on 24/7 and nobody's leaving their laptops running in the corner forever. So what you actually want is a cheap little computer in the cloud that never turns off. It's called a VPS. And there are two flavors depending on what you picked earlier. If you went TradingView, you want a cheap Linux server. And I mean cheap, like $3 a month cheap. If you went MetaTrader, you need a Windows one because MT5 only runs on Windows and you don't have to guess which size to buy. TLC has a little calculator. You just tell it how many symbols you're watching and how often, and it tells you the cheapest server that's handled it and links you straight to it. Of course, this is for Linux. If you want a Windows VPS, we also have a calculator for that. Both are on the README page on the GitHub repo. Anyway, set up the alert ones and your council is meeting around the clock, whether you're trading, sleeping, or at your day job. Again, the links is in the description. That's the whole thing. That's TLC. So that's the free 10 Legend Trading Council on your machine. No coding and it'll ping you 24/7. Everything you need is in the description. The project link, the cloud code video, the VPS calculator. Go build your council, add yourself to it, and tell me who you put on yours. If you got any value from this video, smash the like button. See you on the next.